Hello everybody, my name is Coolblue. I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be continuing my playthrough series for the Railroad Tiles series. Yes, there are still gnats everywhere, but my personal room issues aside, I'm going to be playing through the Monuments expansion that we see in front of us. So let me go and switch over to our main camera, and we'll continue with our setup. Oh, also, let's go and start our background music here, because you know I like my background music. Just doing more lo-fi because that seems to be a little bit more of the mood, especially as of today. Man, busy work day. But at any rate, we're gonna go ahead and set up for this one. As all of these videos, I'm gonna do 2 playthroughs. The first playthrough, I'm just gonna just kind of play through it. In the second playthrough, I'm gonna use a challenge. But in this one, I'm also not going to explain the rules fully. So my apologies if you're coming here for a full rules explanation, but if you're coming here just to watch it played, not sponsored by anybody, but if you're coming here to watch the game be played, there you go, that's a proper way to say that, then you've come to the right place. So I have my tiles here, so I'm just gonna choose one of these. Oh, sorry, choose 2 of these from the expansion. So 2 of the objectives from the expansion. I'm gonna do these 2, and 1 from the base game. Okay, gonna use that one. I feel like I used that one recently, but we're gonna go with it. Seems fine. And as far as everything goes, we're gonna go ahead and shuffle up this stack here. There's no changes to the original stack, which is nice. So we will use the original time tokens or placement objective markers. And let's see, what are these objectives? So the objectives I got were the Royal Gardens. The Royal Gardens must have at least 2 arch monument pawns in its row and or column. Okay. Museum is the other one that I got. The museum, your archaeologist must end the game on the museum tile or on any tile orthogonally adjacent to it. This tile counts as a town tile. Okay, good to know. All right. So that's what the 2 goals I have are. So, and also, for the Hawkeye of you, especially if this is your first video, when you do play solo, there are solo objectives, but as I mentioned before, I'm going to be doing 2 playthroughs. The first playthrough without the solo objective, solo mode challenge. The second playthrough with the solo mode challenge, just to kind of show more variety and get more gameplay. So that's what's happening here. All right, now that we get that all set up, let's go ahead and kick things off. And we're going to start by placing one of our things, of course. It's a little bit risky, but I'm going to place this one. Actually, I'm going to place this one. Go ahead and get that out of the way. So the Monuments expansion, what this one adds is this one adds the monuments. It also adds a pawn that you'll be walking around your map with. So when I place my first tile, my pawn will be placed there. So that's going to be representing my archaeologist. And the archaeologist will be able to walk around town. Will be able to make their way downtown, you know, walking fast, chasing past. But they'll be able to make their way downtown, make their way around the map, and basically explore monuments, or summon monuments, I like to call it. And the way that all will work out is that as I draw tiles from the expansion, you'll see spots that they'll have. Actually, maybe I'll just get the tiles out. They'll have spots on them that will show that they have a specific monument that can be put there. So if I put the monument there that it has, or sorry, if I put the tile down and then I bring our archaeologist to it, then I can explore or unearth the monument that it has. So in this case, there is the, oh man, do they name these? I know one of them's called the Arch. What's the other one called? Okay, so we have the Arch Monument, which is this one. We have the Tower, which is this one, the Tower. And we have the Temple. This is called the Temple. So those monuments will be there. There's a set collection element to the game. So at the end of the game, I will get 3 points for having a full set. So at least 1 of each of the monuments, and I can have multiple sets. And then I also score 1 point for every monument that I have on my map. So I'm incentivized to just resurrect monuments because that will give me some scoring. And that's kind of It's kind of the game, just walking my person around. Oh, at the after I finish placing my tiles, I can move my archaeologist with 3 action points, and those action points can be increased by me sacrificing one of the pinpoints that I can place, or I can spend a star to increase my movement by 1. So essentially, that gives me an action point, and with an action point, I can either resurrect a monument or I can move. And the movement for the archaeologist, that works by every time they reach a station, they have to stop. So if they're on a long road, but there's a bunch of stations, they'll have to move from where they are to the station, and then move from the next station to the next station, so on and so forth. And I think the way the game explains it is like they're paying a ticket or something. Actually, I don't even think the game even explains it that way. Let's see. By spending 1 action point, you can move your archaeologist to an adjacent tile connected only by highway, from a tile containing a station to another tile containing a station connected only by railroads. Actually, now that I'm reading that, that looks like it doesn't care. They only give 1 example here, which is really frustrating. I think somebody else called this out in the BGG forums, but if I'm reading that correctly, they can move to an adjacent tile connected only by highway. Huh. To an adjacent tile connected only by highway. Oh, that's awful. Oh man, the archaeologist doesn't move as much as I thought they did. And then from a tile containing a station to another tile containing a station connected only by railroads. So if I use railroads, I can actually get around a lot faster. Otherwise, I have to kind of just walk along the road, which sounds awful. Oh, no, I lied. The example that they have here. Yeah, so the wording on that is not correct. All right, let me just bring up the image here so y'all can see what struggles I'm going through here. So if you look here, this is the text. It says the 1 action point can let you move your archaeologist to an adjacent tile connected only by highway, is what it says. So adjacent tile connected only by highway. The word adjacent is kind of thrown off there. And it says from a tile containing a station to another tile connecting a station connected only by railroads. And then the example they have down here is that you can spend, or Laura spends 2 action points to move her archaeologist to the tile with the station, A by highway, 1 point for each tile. Then she uses 1 more action point. Oh, actually, no, this is, No, this is correct. Yeah, so this is 1, 2, and then 3. And then she she sacrifices 1 of her thing. Okay, so I did read that right. So when you're moving along roads, you have to walk along the road, which is really silly, but anyway. Oh, also, I'm live streaming on Twitch, so if you guys would like to see me live stream on Twitch, feel free to check me on twitch.tv/coolblue. That's twitch.tv/CULBLU. And that's where I do my recordings and everything. And I mention that because we have somebody in our Twitch chat already, so this is the Chai Doodle. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a wonderful day. And if not, I hope your day becomes more wonderful as we go along. All right, so I will continue here knowing the correct rules now about movements, and that makes you a little bit less enthusiastic about monuments. It's still my top expansion here, but also for those who might be watching the entire series, this is my favorite expansion. For those who might be watching this as a one-off video, this is my favorite expansion in this Railroad Tile series. So I personally like this one a lot. I like the fact that I get to move around the map and stuff. So yes. Oh yes, yes. You can tell I'm doing different series of videos because I'm wearing an orange hoodie today. So Chai in the chat says that's a nice orange hoodie sleeve you got there. Yes, thank you. I grew it myself. I didn't grow it myself. I purchased it with my own dollary dues though. Okay, so going back into here, knowing the correct rules, I'm a little concerned because my archaeologists can't move nearly as fast as I thought they could move before. Oh, also, that goes there, that goes there. So I'm gonna take the first and second column. Oh my gosh, there's a gnat. I don't know if you saw it. You could probably rewind it and see like there was a bug that like landed on my thing. Yeah, I have an infestation of I think they are root gnats, and it's really annoying because they just fly around staring at me. But don't worry, I have traps set up all around the house to capture them. It's just you might hear me randomly try to murder one while we're playing. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this one. because it gives me a little bit of road, but also I prefer to travel by railway station because railway station gets me around a lot faster. So I kind of want to take this one. It's challenging. Game's already giving me some hard choices. All right, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna see if this is a good investment. A good investment in land selections here. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. And that's gonna give me 1 point. Oh, sorry, it just landed on me. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Jeez. All right, so it's gonna give me the 1 point, and now I get to place nothing, so it's gonna be end of the round. Okay, all right, next round. Okay. Go. All right, so I need to connect a road to this. I also need to get some arches here. It says it has to be in the same row or column, or row. Did it say and? Where's the row? Oh, it says, okay, and or column. So the Royal Gardens must have at least 2 arch monument pawns in its row and or column. Okay, so as long as I get that one, and then one more, we should be fine, which actually I can just take this. Perfect. And that gives me a city connection, which is nice. So I can start building up cities, just try to score some city points. I don't want to end by railroad, but I don't want it to go that way. It looks like I'm just gonna have it go that way. And then put this here, like that. Yep. Oh, and also last round, I had the opportunity to move my archaeologists, but I had no path to move them, so I couldn't move them because I have to move along roads or roadways or railroads. Words are hard. So as a result, I just basically forfeit all the movement that he would have given me. So a little sad, but that's where we're at here. Okay. All right. Now that I'm done with my tiles, I took the middle one, so I get 1 point. And I get to move, so I'm going to spend 1 and then 2 to bring up this monument. And then 3 is going to take me over here. And then I'm going to sacrifice spinning that pin and then do 4, like so. Okay. All right, so now this goal is good. Don't worry about it anymore, and we're all fine. All right, next round. Oh, also, if you are watching this on Twitch and you would like to check out my YouTube channel, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/coolbluevlogs. That's CULBLUVLOGS. That's where most of the VODs go. I do also post VODs on Twitch, not on purpose, but just kind of the workflow that I use just ends up on Twitch. And oh my gosh, I see that it's flying over. Okay, I keep losing track of it. Sorry, I saw the fly, the root gnat flying around here. Okay, picking tiles. So I want to continue my railroad network, but there's no real good continuations of it. I guess I can do this one, or this one's nice too, because then I can start building another city. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Now also keep in mind that I want to try to get a set of different monuments. So there's 3 different monuments. I currently have, assuming that I can collect all these, I currently have 2 of each. So sorry, 3 arches and then 2 temples. So I do want to get more. Otherwise I'll be in a little bit of trouble there. On the scoring side, oh, actually I wanted to do this. Yeah, actually, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to connect this. I'm trying to like reach up here and connect that somehow, because then it'll make it a little bit easier for me to get over to this monument, get a little bit more traveling, since again the railroad's giving a lot more better transportation. And I think that's a little bit accurate. You know, it's theme accurate. I'll give it credit. I mean, I'm a little bit sad that I don't get to travel the roads the way I did before, but that was wrong. All right, so now I got 3 movement points. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and then we're gonna do 3, and I'm not gonna place a, well, yeah, I'm not gonna place a car pinpoint for right now. So I'll skip that one, so it'll be number 4. And then I will place the train pinpoint up here for 1 point. Getting a little bit crowded there. So that's gonna be 1 point. All right, monuments also score at the end of the game. They do not score during the game. Just a note there. Okay, more tiles. Hopefully the music's not too off-putting for everybody. I know there's some people out there who do not like lo-fi music, but you know, I figured it would be a nice little chill vibe, right? Get you something going in the background. Hopefully be relaxing, I don't know, as I stress out over here on this board game. Oh, whoops, sorry, that is wrong. I apologize ahead of time for the past. Sorry, that was bad. All right, let me make sure I didn't do that again. Okay, we're good. All right, I'm pretty sure somebody's yelling in the comments. It's like, you placed the tile wrong. It's like, don't worry, I got it. I fixed it. Please don't kill me. Okay, so we are going to do this stack. The 4 stack has some good things, but also that stack is nice too, and it gives me a star, which gives me more movement for my archaeologist. Challenging. No, I think I like this one better. Well, no, I don't like this one better, do I? Yeah, I don't like this one. It gives me more railroad pieces, but this one puts me in a slightly better position. Also, I need a tower. Where are the towers? I see no towers. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this one. Because I can do this number, start building a city up here, and then get this one going in the upward direction up there. So I can, like I said, my goal is to try to connect that all together so I can have an easier movement path. All right, so now we've done that, we get a star, and we put these away. And I get to move my archaeologist, so we're gonna go 1, and then 2, 3. And we're going to sacrifice the train for 4 to resurrect this one. And then we're going to place the car for 1 point. Okay, that's it for that round. We got to place another piece here, and ooh, I should have thought of that. Oh man, I feel bad. I should have thought about placing these. Or thought about where I'm going to place these, I should say. So I'm going to definitely try to place this one last, because that one's going to determine where my archaeologist has to go, and I start building around it. But I want my archaeologist to kind of travel the world a little bit, you know, kind of explore a little bit before I lock them down into the final resting place. I don't want to put that tile too early is what I'm trying to say. All right, those tiles, and then these ones. Yep. There we go. Got them. So car and car. So I would like to build up the cars. I do have some optimal car connectionage here. Yeah, that first stack is looking nice again. It's looking real good. The second stack is looking real good too, and it gives me some archaeologist spots to kind of visit. I'm a little concerned about the stations though, because like I said, I think the railroad tracks lets me go from, yeah, it says from a tile connecting a station to another tile connecting a station connected only by railroads. So I think if I put a bunch of station stops in the middle of it, it's going to cause me to kind of, you know, move and stop, move and stop. So what I'm saying is that if I do this number, then, oh, actually I don't care because I'm on this side of the tracks. Okay. Well, then if I do this, ooh, can I connect that? I have to connect it over here. This is getting complicated. I'm also trying to maintain a square. Oh. I'm also trying to maintain a square here. Do I want this stack though? Oh, jeez. All right, this is difficult. Okay, so it's challenging because I want to try to create like continuous tracks, like stuff like this is nice because it gives me like further movement and it starts building out my square. I also kind of want to place those pinpoints too. This one gives me the car and the train. But I want the train to be up here so it can give me more points. Oh my gosh, there's so many. All right, I'm gonna commit to this stack. I'm taking this one. I'm just gonna connect this here, right? Here, there. Because then I can do this. It's gonna put me a monument to the towers that I need way down here, which is not great, but can't win them all. I can try though. I'll put this here. Yeah. Okay, and that gives me a point. All right, and we get to move our archaeologist, so it's definitely gonna go this way. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna spend any more points, so I'm gonna place those 2. So a car, actually I'm gonna spend 1, because this is only gonna be 1 point. So I'll spend 1 more point to go there. And then this one will go there. So that is gonna give me 2 points for the car. All right. Okay. On to the next round. There we go. Let us see here. So we got a city there, city's working on there, got a city working over there. There's no hope in connecting this all the way back this way. I guess no hope at this moment. So I could. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay, this is good. This is a good one. So this is a good one because it lets me do this connection, which I was really hoping for. And then I can do this, maybe put like an end cap down there somewhere. Or if I flip it, if I flip it, it lets me put just an empty city spot there. Again, the world is my oyster in that spot. And this one can go down here. I still have to put a tile over here, and I want to build the city out. So I got my work cut out for me here, but at least I know I have some options, and I get 1 point. And now I get to move my archaeologist. So we're gonna do 1 to resurrect that tower, and then 2, and then 3 to resurrect that tower. Or I guess discover, explore, find, I don't know, whatever word you wanna use. And we can do a car or train and a person. So I will do the train and person. 1 point, 2 points total. 10 points there. All right. Next round, we gotta place our last one. So I predict that my archaeologist is gonna end their turn somewhere down this area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this tile down here. They just have to be on the tile adjacent to, they don't have to be on this exact one. So, can I do that? Should I do that? Sure, why not? Just go ahead and make this as obnoxious as possible to finish. That's what we do here. We create stress. We create stress. Ooh, some good options there already, especially that city tile there. Okay. And we're gonna have person, person. Ooh, that's gonna be a good bit of points if I let that go. Okay, okay. I do like this stack. Mainly because it gives me this, which I can put here. It does not give me a connection here, which is what I really need. This one gives me, what does it give me? What do I have? So I have 1, 2, 3 temples, 1, 2, 3 arches, and I have 2, potentially 3 towers. So I'm doing pretty good on the points that I'll be getting at the end of the game for those. So I'm not hurting for that. I just kind of want to get more stuff. Like I also want to finish out my squares here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the most tiles here, and this will kind of let me not have to worry about that situation right there. Although I could put an open field there. No, I got one more round. No, it's too risky. All right, so I can put that there. This one I can put over here. Give me some more temptation over there. Put this one here because I need to do that for this goal. And then this one, I can refuse this tile. Trying to see if it's worth refusing here. I think it might be worth refusing. So I'm refusing this tile. So it's 1 refusal out of 2. It's my first time using it in the middle of a game instead of at the very end. Okay. Now we go ahead and do our stuff. So we're gonna move 1, and then action 2, we're gonna do that. Action 3 is we're gonna go wee all the way down here. And then I gotta end my turn adjacent over here. If I spend 2, well, I got stars I can spend, and I got people left and a train coming up. So I think I'm gonna spend 2 stars to move closer. So 1, 2. And then just hope I have enough movement points to get over here. Hopefully I get a tile to connect. We'll see what happens. But we're just making our way downtown. All right, so now I'm gonna place 2 of the persons. And this is gonna be worth 2 points. That's gonna be worth 3 points, so 5 points total. Okay. And then last round, make it count. Last round, make it count, y'all. All right, we got our connection. Hopefully we can get a better connection so we got 2 different cities instead of having to force it to be 1 giant city, and looks like we're not gonna get that wish. So it's gonna be 1 giant city here, which I'm not too enthusiastic about, but at least I get to finish the goal here. Or I can forfeit this goal for the 5 points that these 2 cities will give me, because this is gonna give me 5 points already. That's gonna give me 5 points. Yeah, I can try to build out some other cities. I think it might be a good move. I just need a lot of city tiles, and this one's looking nice. So, let me think. I need these towers. And it would be nice to have some more stuff. I mean, the world we end up in here. The world of hurt we end up in here. So if I take this stack, right, it gives me a star for an extra movement. I can put this here, which I know I was contemplating not getting this goal. Once we put that tile there, I'm still gonna fail it because of this. Actually, no, that's a waste. I don't want to do that. So the other move was to do this number, but then I realized that that's not gonna work that way. So yeah, this stack is not helpful. So not that one. This is the one that I was also eyeing because I can do this number to get this city to be of good value, like that. And then figure out what to do with the rest of these tiles. I can refuse one more of these tiles, which I think I end up refusing this one. And then I can put this one over there. I kind of really want to finish the square. I know I said I don't want to connect the city, but like finishing the square would give me more points too. I don't have anything I can fill that spot in with though. At least not from here. Oh, actually, no, I don't have anything I can fill that spot in with. Well, that's a bummer. So that means that finishing that side is going to be not good because of this gap here, but I can finish this side. So I can put a tile here to kind of make a nice little rectangle going. Maybe put another tile down here without losing too much. Let's see, do I have that option? Not with these tiles. Not with any other tiles. So this is the only one that can fit here. Like so. A little sad. Just a little sad. All right. Then, can I put these three up there? I think I can. Because that gives me 3 more points. I mean, it gives me some negatives, but oh, nope. Oh, yeah, I can. Well, yeah, I can. Hold on. 1, 2. No, I can't. Shoot. Because this has to be there. So close. So close. Trying to think what else I can do here. I can also try to build this up. So it'll be, no, it's not worth it either. I'm at a loss on how to make this worth. Oh man, I won't be able to finish this if I do this stack. Okay, screw it. We're going for the city points. I say screw it, we're going for the city points as I proceed to not go for the city points. Bit of a conundrum here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cities, right? That's 20 points by itself. I'm foregoing these 5 points, and I might be foregoing these 5 points. So I'm only scoring one of my goals, which is a little not great. But that's 10 points I'm leaving on the table because I can't get the connection over here. If I take this one alternatively, I'm still going to end up losing out on this one, but at least gives me the option to still score this one if I sacrifice enough. Not worth it. Oh, darn. All right, I'm refusing one of these two tiles, which is going to be this one. And I'm going to place this one somewhere. It won't hurt me too much. Yeah, sure, I'll put it up here. All right, so we're committing to this. Let me think before I commit to that. This stack is not useful because it won't finish this corner. It does give me another tower. Oh, I don't need another tower. I would need another one of these, which I can't reach, to give me more points. Another temple to get more points. So none of these are temples. This is a temple, but it's in the wrong spot. And can't win them all. Alternatively, if I don't put this here and I put this up here instead, can I get this to go across now? No? No? The answer's no. Well, yeah, I could. I could do that. And then resurrect this tile that I threw out. So put that there. And then where's the other one? This one over here. That's not worth it. That is silly talk. Why am I even thinking about it? All right, so yeah, we refuse that tile. All right, so we've committed to this. Now we're gonna go ahead and move our archaeologist. So our archaeologist is going to be able to move 3 places. So 1, 2, and then 3, or 3 action points, I should say. It's 3. Boop. And question is, should I 4, 5? Because if I do 4 and then 5, that's going to give me just 1 extra point. That's really it. Whereas I've placed the person. He has to be adjacent. He's way too far away. I would have needed to have put this over here, like so. But that was not how I played it. So we're gonna forego the train. Actually, no, we're gonna place both the train and the person. I don't know why I'm foregoing the train. I'm gonna lose points for it anyway. So the person is gonna be worth 4 points, and the train's gonna be worth 1 point. So it's gonna be a total of 5 points. And there we go. Okay, and that's the end of the game. So now let's go and consolidate our points. This is 4, 6, 4 plus 6 is 10. All right, so let me go and take our proverbial picture and we will see how I did. All right, so scoring for monuments is going to happen in the form of, let's see, whoop, that's the wrong game. It's going to happen in the form, oh gosh, okay, sorry, my board game app is having the time of its life right now. So scoring for this one's going to happen by typical scoring. We are going to, I'm not stalling at all, I don't know what you're talking about. We are going to bring up our score sheets and prestige tokens. We have 20. Cities, we have 4 cities. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. So that's 20 points. That feels pretty good. Biggest rectangle, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 by 6 is going to give me 18 points. Alternatively, I can do, was this 2 by 7? 14? Yeah, of course, 18 is better. So I'm going to take the 18 points. Opening penalties. This is where it's going to hurt. Starting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Minus 5. That's going to put me at 13 minus 5, 8 points. So negative 8 points. Star Pawns, 0. Objectives, I got 1 of them, which is just that one. So I got 1 of them. Whoops. And I didn't get the other ones. So monument pawns, this is where my scoring, rest of my scoring will be. I have a total of 4, 7, and 10. So I have 10 points for having monument pawns, And then for sets of monuments, this is going to be worth 3 points for having a full set. So this is going to be 3, 6, 9. So I will have 9 extra points, bringing my final score to, wow, that's surprising. My final score to a grand total of 74 points. So 74 points for my first one. All right, let's go and start our second playthrough so we can see how I do with the challenge now that I know how to play the rules properly. And to clarify, the rules that I played incorrectly previously were that whenever my pawn moved, I moved them kind of the same way on railroads, the same way that they will move on roads. So that was improper according to the rule book. I'm not sure why the limitation's there, but I guess you could score a ton of points either way. So it was just like, yeah, let's just give a little bit of limitation, you know? Make it a little bit more challenging for people instead of making it on easy mode like I was playing. So that is the difference of the rule that I got wrong. But don't worry, we got it correct here because we read the rule book and we read it very diligently, because people on the internet will talk about you if you get a rule wrong. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right. So cleaning up for this one, and we're going to start our second playthrough of monuments, but we do have to choose our objective that we're going to have. So let me get this bag a nice little shuffle here. Yeah, it's a good shuffle. Let me get this bag a nice little shuffle here. It's a good shuffle. Okay, cool. Well done. And we'll shuffle these while we're here. Oh, almost forgot these 2 tiles that I refused. Oops. Oops. There we go. All right, so it's a good shuffle. And let us go ahead and figure out which solo goal we're going to be doing. So, the solo mode challenge. We had 3 solo mode challenges, so when you're playing solo, the game gives you the option to use these. It says you can only use the challenges below because we're playing with the expansion. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 to figure out which one I choose, or which one I end up playing with, because I don't care that much. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You didn't see that dice roll. It's a 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So lost civilizations. So each monument must be orthogonally adjacent to at least one monument of the same type. That doesn't sound fun. All right, well, proceed to not have fun today. Each monument must be orthogonally adjacent to at least one monument of the same type. I am not looking forward to this one. This sounds like the least amount of fun. Who picked this? Darn you, die. It's fun rolling the dice because I can blame the die for picking it instead of me picking it. So that way it's, you know, it wasn't my fault, it was the dice's fault. That's kind of how that goes. What's the word I'm looking for? Determinism or something like that? Anyway, so I'm going to choose 1 goal from the expansion and then 2 from the base game. And then we're going to do the challenge. So we get this one and this one. Oh, nice. Oh, well, I guess not as nice. Railroad station and gas station. So 2 stations. These are expansions, right? Yeah, expansion ones. Base game. So those are our 2 starting tile, or those are our 3 starting objective tiles there. And we get to play the game. Oh, sorry, start with my star. Don't forget that. And then we go. Trying to make sure it gets a nice shuffle here so I don't get hosed over like I did last time. All right, we got our opening splay here. We're gonna figure out what kind of world we're building. So because I got the gas station, I'm a little bit nervous about that, plus the monuments, because as we've talked about, when you're walking with the archaeologists, you gotta move one at a time on the road, which is really weird. It's like, can't I pick up a cab or something? But nope, he's just walking around, just look at me walking around like a silly archaeologist person. So knowing all of that, knowing that I'm probably gonna have a lot of traveling to do, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. because one, it gives me a lot of road, so I can prepare for having the thing, and then two, I can do the situation, so I can have 2 monuments right out the back, and maybe give myself a fighting chance here, like so. So yeah, I think that's a good move, and it gives me 1 point. And we clean up our tiles. We get to move our archaeologist 3 action points. So action point 1 is to bring up a monument, bring up a tower. Action 2 is to move over. Action 3 is to bring up another monument, or tower in this case. And that's it. My turn is over. Next round. Oh, sorry. I gotta flip this first. Oh, yep. Nope. I don't have that yet. So now I gotta place one of my things here. So I'm gonna place this one. And the way I'm playing gas station is basically just 8 roads not interrupted by stations. So it includes spurs too. I was gonna play on the easier way because that seems to be how the rules may have intended it. So there's that. Okay. So I want to put this in a spot where it's a reasonable place there. That's reasonable, right? That's reasonable. That looks reasonable to me. Okay, now we get to draw our tiles. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, missed a message. What's happening? Yeah. It's got attacked. It was got attacked by a gnat. Sorry, root gnat. All right, back in the game here. So this is the world that we have. We placed our first tile there. I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one a lot. It gives me a lot of railroad to start connecting. I do need to start worrying about my little station over here. So I think this is our winner. Ooh, it messes up my road, doesn't it? I can't win them all. All right. I'll survive. I'll survive. So I think those two, and it gives me a star, which is going to be useful for moving my my person. So we're all selected, and we're all connected, and now we roll. So 1, 2, 3 is to bring up that, and then I get to place a person. I have no person to place, so I'm just going to move my person 1 space over, like so. And that's it. So next round. There we go. Bam. Boom. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. We got peoples, we need peoples, 2 peoples. This one gives me a people. It also gives me a Another railroad station. I'm kind of a little bit more of a fan of this one, but I think this is the move. This is also reasonable. Again, it doesn't give me the pinpoint that I need. I can spend a star to sacrifice it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I also, oh man, I almost forgot. Lost Civilization. Each monument must be orthogonally adjacent to at least one monument of the same type. At least. Okay, so I got lucky here, but I gotta pay attention because that almost took the wind out of my game here. So taking this one would be a good move then, because it'll give me another monument to kind of be next to it. And it says each monument must be orthogonally adjacent to at least one monument of the same type. So it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but I'm gonna do this one. Because then I can do this. Oh, no, I want to save that for the railroad. But then I can do this, right? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, I'm going to run into this problem anyway, aren't I? Shoot. All right, I'm going to do that, right? And then, I'm just going to do this like that, right? Okay, and that gives me a star. And now I can place, oh, sorry, I can move my archaeologist. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, so now I can place a pinpoints. I have no pinpoints to place. So I'm going to move my archaeologist 2 more spaces since I can't do anything else with them. So 1 and then 2. He's going to hang out over here. He's going to hang out right there. Actually, I'm going to have him hang out here. So I'm going to forego the other one. All right, not doing too well on the placing the wooden tokens part here, but I'm trying to be mindful of my goal here. Okay. All right. I still want to preserve this spot, so I keep that in mind. So I can put this stack here and be in good shape. Yeah, this is our stack. Also gives me one. Well, I'll do that after I finish placing, so I don't forget. But if I do this number right, like that, and then I do this, and then I can do. Ooh, I guess I'm doing this. So I'm gonna try to keep my square going. We'll see if that works out. But this tile is gonna live here. Actually, knowing that this tile is gonna live here, let me flip that this way. There we go. Oh, and this one wants to have 2 towers around it? Yeah, it's gonna be perfect right there. Boom, boom, look at that. Actually, could I? No, I can't. Okay. All right, now we get our points. Now we get to place a person and a train. I can place a person. I will place a person. Actually, let me move my archaeologist first. So we're going to do 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So we're going to forego the train, and then we're going to place the person. That's going to give me 1 point. I feel like I should put that person over here. Yeah, I'm going to put this person over here. The reason why is because I want to try to build another city out this way, if I can, so to kind of get a road connected that way. I know I'm trying to preserve the square, but if I put this railroad here, then it's a possibility I can connect it back into my network and get more points for things later on. So that's what the hope is. We'll see if that pans out. All right, now we get to place one of our things. We're going to definitely place this one because we really need this to be shaping up so we don't forget. Like that. Looks great. Looks great. And how many stations? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only need 1 more station, and we're good on that one already. So now we get our tiles. One second. Okay. All right. So I get to pick one of these. So we have plans. I don't know why I said it with a question mark. We have plans. There. Say it more affirmatively. We have plans. So I want to put this here, or I want to put this here. So knowing that, I can put this over here like so by using this. And that gives me some stuff. I don't like the stuff it gives me though. That's the problem. Shoot. So I'm missing temples. I don't have any temples. And I can take this one and get a temple, but it's gonna be risky because I'll need, well, I have plenty of time, but I need to get another temple. So this one gives me another road segment. I mean, this is not ideal. This is not the one I want, but because like this one gives me the T section, which could go here and then just solve that problem already. But living life on the edge here, y'all. So we're gonna get that to move it away. We're gonna get this to continue that way. What a disaster. What a disaster we have upon our hands here. I guess we're putting this over here. Oof, this is rough. I gotta walk all the way down here. Oh, I can't get to, oh my gosh. Shoot, I can't even walk over there. Okay, this is a bad idea. I think the better idea is to panic. What was the other tile? This one? I mean, it gives me a temple, but I don't know if it's worth getting the temple from this. That's like ill-gotten goods, you know? All right, I'm gonna go with this stack because this is easier to stare at, so I can do that, right? And then I can do this number, start building a city down here, like that. And I can turn this away. Oh, hear me out. I can do this, right? Boom. And then I can do this. Oh, it's gonna take me longer to walk over there, isn't it? Shoot. Darn these pesky bad transportation methods. I need a car and a train. All right, I'm gonna hope that I can connect this back to here somehow. Why am I doing it this way? I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall at this point. So we chose that one. We're gonna continue. And we can do car and, oh, we gotta move our archaeologist. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna forego placing the train and then place the, oh, no, actually. Yeah, we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3 because I don't wanna risk that causing me problems later. And we're gonna do that and that for 2 points total. So it could cause me problems later if I don't get another tower around here. Because like I said before, I need to prioritize getting the temples, because the temples are where it's at. All right, so that last tile is going to be our objective here. Ooh, we got a lot of city tiles coming up. That's nice. And we got some reasonable other tiles coming out here too. This is good. This is good. think this is my pick though, because it lets me do this, right? And then I can do the, Still lets me do this, which I want to do. In a little bit of a dilemma though, because I want this temple really badly. Okay, how about this? How about this? How about I do this instead? So if I do this, that keeps this a little bit open, gives it a little bit more flexibility in this area. I still want to fill it in so I can get the square bonus, but for now it gives me another city down here. I can easily reach this, and I can try to put another temple around here. It gives me a little bit to look forward to. So I feel a little bit good about that. We'll see how good I feel about it later. And it gives me another star, and I think I'm going to need a lot of stars to kind of make this work out for me. So we'll see if I'm making the good, wise decisions here. We'll see if I'm making the good, wise decisions. So that's going to be it. Now I get to place a car or a train. I don't have any pinpoints, so I'm going to do the risky thing because I got a lot of stars. You know, can't make money if you don't spend money. Or gotta spend money to make money, I think that's what the saying goes. So we're gonna do 1, and then 2, 3, and then number 4 is to resurrect this one. And then we're gonna forego the 5. Oh, actually no, we're gonna move back. Now we're just gonna hang out here on number 5. Oh no, I lied, we're gonna move back here for 5 because there's no point loss. That way I can kind of get to either side. Okay, next. Placing our last one, which is going to be here, like that. Oh, jeez, it's fruit, not fruit flies. The root gnat just like landed right on me. What a jerk. Root gnats are very difficult to get rid of because they're gnats that are born in roots, like rotting roots usually, and stuff like that. I mean, fruit flies, similar situation. They're hard to get rid of. They're not impossible. But like I said, I have the traps set up all around, and the traps are very effective. Apple cider vinegar and dish soap water. That is the recipe for the solution. So you don't need to get anything fancy. And that they'll just fly. It's like, oh, look, that looks great. Just fly right into it and drown. I think the soap water breaks the surface tension of the water, or helps the surface tension like not hold. So when the bug falls in and starts drowning, they can't like get bubbles and stuff on their whatever bugs do or have. I don't know. I heard it once from a YouTube video, something like that. Anyway, moving back into the game. So I want to connect this. I need to get another temple, so I can get another temple here. I do need to get another tower over here too. So I think I can get the other temple. I really want to try to get more stuff, but also need to get another station for this. This one's already fulfilled. This one is not fulfilled. Oh, it is fulfilled. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So got the gas station, got the other one. I just need to get another temple here and a tower here. So this is where I could just lose the game outright because I don't have the right tiles to show up. So I'm going to try to give myself the most chance. Oh man, actually, oh no, I might be in a tough situation already. Because where this tower is placed, I need to like connect this and get a tower here, which might be kind of rare. I mean, I can get the connection to just be formed like that. But the problem with that is that's not going to give me the temple that I need over here. So I gotta choose. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take this stack because I feel like I have to. I gotta. And we're gonna put this here, right? And then the rest of the stuff, we're just gonna use this to kind of flesh out the square. Put that there. Sure. I need a station here, so I don't want to do this. But I can do, oh man, it's so risky. This is so risky because I need one specific tile to go here, which is a tile like this to go here. And there's no guarantee it's going to show up, and it has to have a tower to attach to it. Oh my gosh, I'm too risk averse to put that there. Let's see, this is a city, this is a city. All right, I might be scoring 0 points on this one. I don't know. It might be cooked. Might be over. All right, we're gonna get 1 point. I got a lot of stars though, so that's gonna be nice. Now we get to move our person. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and then resurrect that. 3. All right, as long as I can get a tower here, I'll be fine. I got plenty of movement stars. That's 1, 2, 3, and I don't have any pinpoints to place for those. So we're gonna. Oh no, I do. I'm gonna place this train. I'm gonna place 1 train. That's gonna give me 2 points because of that train. So 2 points. And then my last one, I'm just gonna move from here over here because I really need to get that going. All right, last round. Last round. I believe in the heart of the tiles. Give them a nice, good shuffle. We need 1 more station for our train station. We need a lot of things. All right, so that tile is not right, is it? That's not correct. Oh, that's how it could work. That's how it could work. Oh my gosh, it's flying around my face. Okay, this is the only, oh my gosh. All right, so I'm not gonna be able to get all the scoring that I want. This, oh, I can't even place that. Oh no. Yeah. That's impossible, isn't it? Shoot. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So it's impossible for me to place this and score it because I can't get to it. Now the solution to this problem is for me to have put this tile this way instead of the way I placed it, but that is not what I did. I might mulligan it just to say, oh, what if I did that instead, and then go from there, but that would have definitely changed how I built all this out. That sucks. That sucks a lot. See, properly planning me would have also alternatively done this. No, it would not have, because it wouldn't have mattered, because I still needed to build this out like so. That's an L. That's an L. That is a loss. There's nothing I can do to make this a win. So, because it's a loss, I'm going to follow the rules of I'm playing a game solo, so therefore, I can change things if I want. I was gonna say that I did that instead. Yeah, that's totally what I did. I did that. That's what I did. What are you guys talking about? No. I had it this way all the time. Don't rewind. Don't rewind. Do not rewind. Just go with it. All right. So now I have the ability to win the game, but at what cost? All right. So we're definitely choosing the stack because it's the only stack that can work. We're gonna put this here. Feels bad. Feels bad. My plan didn't work out the way I wanted it to. My plan was not planning well. I'm still gonna fail that station situation. So let me just go and put this here to be sad about it. Ooh, I can put this over here to be sad about it. Yeah. It's so sad there's no way to make that work. We're just gonna do that. Man, my largest square is gonna be such a sad score, isn't it? Can I even get a larger square in this? I guess it's gonna be this, like a 3x3. It's very sad. What a world I have created here. My archaeologist is very upset. Very upset at how bad things were. Now, if the tiles came out in a very specific way, I would have been able to get the make without doing the mulligan that I did. But you can count this as a victory, count this as a loss. It's up to you. This is clearly I would have lost. So I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so I cannot place either of those, actually, archaeologists first. So 1, 2, and then we're gonna look this up for 3. The true answer was to not do this tower because I didn't need another tower because I already have 2 sets of towers. So why did I do this outside of just greed? I mean, it gave me 1 point. It could cost me the game. I said that earlier. I said I really needed the temple, so I was going to fight hard for the temple. So the correct answer was to not look up or not find that monument. That was the actual correct answer. The secondary correct answer was to build it this way if I'm going to do that. Again, still extremely risky because I'm getting so close to the end. I see. Bear is here in our chat. Yes, Bear has arrived, and yes, I did beat you 4 times, 4 times in this game, and yes, I lose on solo because I did not follow the appropriate rule, and that was very sad. Bear says don't cheat. No, don't worry. This still counts as a loss. I'm still gonna mark it as a loss in the app, but for the video purposes, I'm showing everybody what example looks like when you don't lose, even though I already did a playthrough where I won, clearly. All right, enough of me trying to justify my cheating here. All right, so those 2 I can't do anything with. So my archaeologist started here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Can I even get over here? Oh, I can't even get over here. Huh. 5. There. He walked there. Look at all these stars I got. I could have spent these stars on something. I'm going to spend 1 star for one of the movements, and then I'm going to spend another star for another person. It's going to give me 2 points. So I lost 2 points, I gained 2 points, basically. Actually, I lied. I'm not going to spend the star for that 1 movement. There we go. Because this is just raw points. Why would I waste points like that? Okay, all done. We are done. We're gonna go ahead and take my photo and get ready to put in my giant L here. But we'll see what my score would have been had I been better. Had I, as they say, got good. Let's see, this is gonna be the variant for monuments. This is Lost Civilizations. Lost Civilizations, there we go. And add my photo. Okay, so for my points, prestige tokens, 10. That's a sign that things are not going great. Then we got 2 cities, so it's going to be 10 points there. Biggest rectangle, I think it's this 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 points. Yeah, 12 points. Oof, this is rough. Opening penalties. Oh no. Opening penalties 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 6, -6. Star Pawns, 3. That's the most Star Pawns I've ever had. I did not achieve this one. I did get this one. I did get this one. So this one needs to have 2 towers and the squares around it. It has 2 towers. This one needs to have 8 tiles, make up the highway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did it. So we got that one. And we did not get this one because we had that 5 stations. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 stations by railroad, so I needed 1 more station. So failure on that part. Monument pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, it was not worth the risk of getting more of these because it didn't do anything for me besides give me 1 point. Not worth it. Right. So 10. I got 10 of those. Sets of pawns. I got 2 sets, so 6 points. And my final score is 0 because I did not accomplish my goal. As we said, I did this little mulligan here to kind of make it work so I can see what the score was like. But it doesn't matter because my score is 0. Get good, as they say, get good. All right. So that's gonna be it for that one. So Monuments is, as I mentioned before, is my favorite of the expansions. I do love being able to walk around the city, I do like the challenge that it brings. And yes, there's a little bit of like random, like in that situation, it's like, oh, well, clearly it's a very specific tile I need. So if I build things in a way to where I end up cornering myself like I did here in this specific playthrough, then I'll be in trouble. You know, I'll be hurting. And I was hurting, and it did hurt to break my win streak. And by that I mean I won the last few playthroughs, so my win streak is actually not that extensive. But I like to think that I've won every single game I played of this. No, I think I've lost 5 games of the 53. Nope, 6 games. Actually, I don't know why I'm guessing. I can just check here on my app. That's why I keep track of it. Let me check. I have played this game 48 wins, 48 victories. I'll have you know. That's a lot of victories. So I have 48 victories, and that's only playing solo? Is that true? Where's Railroad's house? Oh my gosh. This is becoming a chore. All right. I've played the game 53 times, and I've won 48 times. With that one, I just played counting as a loss. So, I mean, 92% win rate is pretty good, right? 92% win rate. My average is 65 points. I kind of love the Board Game Stats app. Okay, so that's going to be it for this particular video. I am going to go ahead, for those who are watching on Twitch, I am going to be playing a second playthrough. I'm going to be going through the Worlds expansion. For those watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to check out the next video if you're interested in seeing what the Worlds expansion is like. It'll be the last one on the list of the expansions on this playthrough, all the expansions project that I decided to do. So yeah, lots to look forward to. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.